Alright, let's continue. Griffin, Griffin on the wall. Okay, let's get my notepad. Why do you make me type this several times? Humpty Dumpty. Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long, says Alice. I think I was doing a better job of her voice earlier, but is what it is. Rising Stones entrance. Cutscene. There we go. Okay. Please talk. Please. Damn it. Ah, you are returned from the council. But what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? Says Y'shtola. I'm trying to make her more like stiff because she's been quite stiff since coming back from the dead. Mine apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. He walks in with Ida and Papalymo. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryle, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, is committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression, says Alice. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Are you quoting Lord of the Rings there a little bit? Boromir? No? One does not simply, lightly, whatever. Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon his reckless course. Everyone seems to think at that. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Baelsar's wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Ala Mhigo, which may equally serve as a way in? Y'shtola, sorry. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want. I'm coming too. Ida, I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you'd have me, my services are at your disposal, Yugiri. As are mine. It has been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi. I do not intend to waste the opportunity. Thancred. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Y'shtola. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryle and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, Leveliers? I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might it prevail upon you to accompany me, Mercy? Gridania will be safer for your presence, and, while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? You nod. Alice shakes her head. To hold the fort, you mean? Very well. I suppose the task must fall to someone. Must fall. Shit. Safe travels, all of you. She didn't seem super happy. But the cutscene ends with everybody walking off to their duties. Duties? We speak with Alphino one more time here. If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart for the Hawthorn Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Baelsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. Alright, Alice, I suspect Tataru would have little trouble facilitating communication between our forces under normal circumstances, But I concede she has her hands full nursing that resistance fighter back to health. No matter, my turn in the field will come, says Alice. Philomene, what's she up to? Tataru and Kryl took that resistance fighter to more private chambers that she might recuperate in peace. The poor girl was in quite a state, wasn't she? I'm not going to talk to everybody. I haven't talked to her in a while. These four are on their own infiltration mission. Stealthy infiltration. Alright. Let's hop on Jazz Wolf. Bam bam bam. Where's Hawthorne Hut? Oh fuck, it's all the way there. Free teleport to Gridania. Let's pop back up our hey, here's me with my stupid gigantic headset. And then bye. The makings of a gunbreaker. I do really want to, like, I have a Mikote gunbreaker who is also ninja, and Judgment, Bolts, and Lightning is probably the next Ramu fight. Probably extreme. But anyway, Hawthorne Hut, yeah, we're just gonna spend 188 to do that now. Save 200 gil or whatever. Alright, hop on a random mount, get the dragon, the Dagran, even though Alphino's right here, whoops. Cutscene. Ah, mercy, there you are, come. Oh my god, really? A, M's and Mary, A-R-I, S as in Sam, S as in Sam, A-I-X, apostrophe S as in Sam. Come, a Marley Sykes spire awaits. Marisai's Spire. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise us of any developments at the wall. I remember this part. Oh, hey, the 4 infiltrators meet us. Fancy meeting the 2 of you here. We were about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say the 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have need of any divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. You don't worry, Alphino. We'll have the Griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the Griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Papalymo, I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I leave to you. He gives a long sigh. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh, you 2 scamps. Ah, some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. Yes, Alphino, sir. Yeah, I remember this very well. I remember going all the way southeast here, traditional tower thing. Going to the top of the tower, that there tower thing. Top? No, okay, bottom, never mind, whoops. Serpent Scout. Cutscene. Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you are here to speak with our commanding officers. You will find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Blah blah. Pray proceed. Cutscene goes black. We're at the top now. Cutscene returns. Oh, hey, Pippin. Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well. Hilda's here, too. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here. See, and the sight of you might help remind him why we bothered. Rashat Riki, R apostrophe A, S as in Sam, H A H T as in Tom, space, R H I K I. Rashat Riki. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the grand melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. Excuse me, Coat. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet, says Vorsai Helui, who was the serpent commander we've talked to quite a bit in Gridania. I try to make him French and I suck at it, so I stopped trying. We all turn towards this gigantic, super tall wall where beyond it, there seems to be like fires, some smoke. Report. What? 7 hells. Fighting has broken out at the top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So the Griffin has made his move. Pippin. Someone has. Haley. And what's that supposed to mean, Hilda? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Haley. Impossible. We gave no such order, says Riki. Of course, the wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. He may have goaded in. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to his deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Hey, Louis. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin's supporters to slip into Ala Mhigo. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. He turns to you. Mercy, we must make for the wall at once. You nod. Wait! What, just the 2 of you? Says Pippin. Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that... Pippin closes his eyes. Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the science to safety? Ha! I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm, says Riki. Everyone nods, and the 2 of us go off, with everyone else kind of following quickly behind, making their preparations. Pippin turns to stare at the wall for some time, and then the cutscene fades out. We have a cutscene now of those like Imperial mechs, like on the ground, on fire, troops of yellow, red, Ishgard colors. Oh shit, the Griffin is like walking among them. While things are on fire left and right, everyone running around, he is not touched by these. Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Ala Mhigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Ala Mhigo will be free, no matter the cost. So he has convinced a lot of troops from all 4 nations to join him. Which I suppose was not unknown. I just have never watched it before, so I didn't know for sure. We're going to fly over these hornets to speak with Alphino and the Serpent Scout. Cutscene. That's probably going to be the end of the video. From what Papalima told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have 2 objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straightaways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. Good plan? While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way, but the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through to the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste, and if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us all away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. He runs off to do his part. The Serpent Guard bows. Will be our entry into this dungeon or whatever. Baelsar's wall is now accessible. It just says duty. Didn't say what kind. What is it? It is in fact a dungeon, so there will be several enemies, possibly a couple like mini bosses. I can't remember for sure. I've done it like 4 or 5 times by now, but I don't remember. I remember only really remember the last boss. So, anywho, that's it for today. I got a good 45 minutes of videos in, and my voice is starting to go a little bit. My enunciation is starting to go a little bit. It's just time. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good weekend, but I might make some more videos before that. So, ta-ta for now. Ta-ta-roo for now.